Hello, this is Mara Jane, and you're listening to The Unseen Perspective. Hello, and welcome back to The Unseen Perspective. I am your host, Mara Jane, and my co-host is also here.
Hello!
Mary Flowers. And this week we started classes, so we're going to talk a little bit about accommodations and getting them when we start classes, particularly in college, and kind of how that process works, as well as getting accommodations at work, because we both have jobs now. So, Mary, this week you started classes. So did I. But so did you.
Yes.
And you had to get accommodations for those classes. How did that go for you?
So, I had to register with the accessibility office here at K-State, which was fine. I just had to, send in, documentation and, explain my disability. And then I had to do an intake interview, which I did when technically I was here on campus when I did it, but I did it over Zoom because it wouldn't let me do an in-person meeting. And Mara was there, and my O&M was there because we were in an O&M lesson. Mara was giving us a tour. We were doing O&M stuff when I was here. So they were both there when I was on my meeting.
We were sitting outside a call hall eating ice cream.
It was great. I was just on a Zoom meeting.
Speaking of call hall, oh my gosh, I haven't had Purple Pride ice cream in a hot minute, several months, and now I'm craving it. So thanks a lot.
I'm sorry. Love call hall. It's so good. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. So I was on the Zoom meeting, and then we ended up going in person to the accessibility office and meeting the people there. And during my intake interview, we just talked about what I would need, and that's how I got my accommodations. And then somehow my letters were sent to my professors. I don't know how that happened, but it's there now and they have them, so that's cool.
I'm sure you did something at some point.
I don't remember doing anything.
Because that's weird if they just sent them.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I didn't have to lift a finger.
But usually how it works is you fill out a little form and you tell them basically what you need, and they send it to your professors, and your professors hopefully approve them. It's supposed to be a super easy process, but you had it really easy, I guess.
Yeah, I genuinely don't remember doing it, but maybe I did.
Maybe it was so easy that you just forgot you did it.
Hey, that has happened to me before. But I just remember how it was similar at KCKCC.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go into the AIM website and request specific accommodations for my classes.
Yeah.
And they would either be approved or the professors wouldn't look at them. That was a huge issue with my classes, but...
Really? That's stupid.
It was annoying, but it really never impacted me. And the ones that did impact me was, I think the only issue one I had was music appreciation, but I just went down to the disability office and was like, hey, I need to schedule a test, but my class isn't here.
Awkward.
It was a whole thing. It was kind of annoying, but it happened, and it was dealt with, and it was fine. And then luckily, my friend had the same class with the same professor the second semester, so she didn't have to deal with that. I did, but I took one for the team.
There you go. You were their guinea pig.
Exactly.
Well, usually the hard part about getting accommodations is not getting those letters. It's actually talking to your teachers, because those little forms aren't enough. They have to kind of get to know you and get to know your needs specifically for that class, which is kind of hard. They kind of expect you to know exactly what you need at the very beginning, but you kind of have to be I don't know how this class works yet, so I don't know what I need. But they're usually pretty good about working with you case by case and getting you what you need.
Yes.
Except in Mary's case, in a music appreciation class, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, one wouldn't think that you would have, like, it was never an issue unless it was, like, an actual test, which we only had 2 or 3 of them, so it wasn't a huge issue, and I understand why it wouldn't be, like, too concerning at first, but I had to be like, after that incident, he was really great about
good.
like my accommodations, and he was very accommodating, and he was willing to kind of work with me, which was great because he was an awesome professor. Like he was great. It was just that one little hiccup.
Gotcha. Well, that's good that it wasn't a huge bad thing. Like he wasn't a bad professor.
No, he was awesome. He was great.
I don't think I've had a professor that I don't like, which is cool. They've all been really accommodating too, which is awesome.
I only had one that I wasn't a huge fan of, but it was okay.
I had one, still isn't very much.
Exactly, and I'm done with that class, and I never want to take it again. So
And you don't have to.
exactly, I already took it. I already passed it somehow.
So as you're getting started with classes and getting to meet your teachers and start working, how has that gone in terms of getting specific accommodations for each class?
I think it's been good. Like, I haven't had too many issues. One of my professors does have a no electronics policy in her class, so I did have to talk to her about that and kind of explain to her what I need, and she was really accommodating and great about it afterwards, and she's like, okay, cool, that's fine, thank you for letting me know.
That's good.
So that was a little bit stressful during the first day of class, but after that I'm like, okay, cool, she's fine, I can talk to her about it, it's okay. So
My teachers have been pretty good about, like, if they have a no technology rule or no phones or whatever, they're usually pretty good about saying, unless you have the proper accommodations. So I don't feel like I'm overstepping or whatever when I ask for those accommodations, because I shouldn't feel like that anyway. But it's kind of awkward when you're the only one in the class who can use things that everyone else is not allowed to use.
yeah.
Like, I have a class where we have to use blue books to, like, do in-class writings.
Oh my gosh.
And I was
Ew.
like, can I just, like, type it? And actually, I think my professor suggested that to me, which I was like, yes, that would be a whole lot better. But it's fine. I've kind of gotten over it. Like, if I'm the only one in the room with a laptop or whatever, fine. Like, I can't really see anyone else very well anyways, so it's okay.
Yeah, I'll have to deal with that on Friday, because I'm allowed to have my iPad to look at, like, the book that we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna just walk in, like, because it's like we have a round conference table, kind of. It's not really round, but it's like a conference table, so we're all sitting around each other, like, so we can see everybody. So I'll just be there with my iPad, and it'll be okay.
It's okay. It's fine. We're just special.
Yay!
Yay. So, how was your first day of classes? Like, getting introduced and being that, special student?
I was not introduced as that special student. I rarely draw attention to that part of me, because it really, in reality, it doesn't impact me that much, and if it does, I don't draw attention to it unless it's absolutely necessary. I can pass as a sighted person, so I don't have to, like, worry about being, oh my gosh, the blind girl, because I remember in high school, one of my teachers said that she always forgets that I'm blind, and I'm like, oh, well, thank you. And she, like, kind of felt bad about it. She's like, Mary, I always forget you're blind. And I'm like, it's okay. I pass as a sighted person, so.
Yeah, I've had people tell me that before, too. Which I guess is a compliment.
Yeah, I don't I think what they're meaning is like we adapt well,
Yeah.
which has always been something that I strive to do. I like to be adaptable, and I want to adapt to my surroundings, and I don't want to be that person that constantly needs like help, because in reality I don't need it.
Right.
And if I do, I can work with people and figure out what I need and how to do it in the most efficient way possible. That doesn't cost too many resources. Like this morning at my job, I was lifting a table and I could not lift it. I felt really bad because I was like, hey guys, I can't lift this. I really need help. And I'm not one to ask for help ever. So I had to do that, and it was really humbling.
Well, good for you. You're growing. I mean, I try not to draw attention to that part of myself either. Or like, I try not to draw attention to myself in general. But I was kind of forced to, in a couple of classes, stand out a little bit, because in my public speaking class, I walked in on the first day and I was like, okay, let's do it. Public speaking. The first thing we did was a check-in question, and it was like, what's your name? What's your major? And then what cat do you feel like? And there was 6 pictures of 6 different cats on the board, which I couldn't see.
Was one of them Grumpy Cat?
I don't know. I couldn't see them.
Oh, nobody described them to you?
No.
Rude.
But I was like, I could see that there were pictures. And, you know, the professor said that they were different cats, and so I knew that much. But I couldn't see them, really. And so when it came my turn, I was like, hi, I'm Mara. I'm a communications major, and I can't really see the board. So, yeah, that was really awkward. And then in my next class, we did a Kahoot.
Yay!
Which, those are very inaccessible, because you have to read the board, and I obviously cannot do that. But to my professor's credit, she did read the answers, but I didn't know like what order she was reading them in or anything. And, you know, it was very fast paced and stressful. There's a lot of people in that class too, so I was kind of just sitting there like, yeah, this is happening, yay. And another instance, I had a really weird first day. Another instance, in my logic class, we had assigned seating, sort of. So basically, every class period, we're randomly sorted into different groups. And those groups are put up on the board.
Are they different groups every time?
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. And so we have to look at the board and then go find the number group where we're sitting. And so that's obviously very inaccessible, very stressful. And so eventually I figured out with my professor, like, I'm just going to sit in the front no matter what, and then everyone else can sit wherever you want them to sit. But I'm going to stay in one spot because I ain't about to do that for a whole semester.
That makes sense. I like how most classes, they have unassigned assigned seats, like unofficial assigned seats. That makes my brain very happy, because I can just choose a spot, and normally in the back, away from everybody, but a spot nevertheless.
Yeah. Well, what usually ends up happening is like people sit in a certain place and then they just sit there repeatedly, even if there aren't assigned seats. So it's like,
yeah, it's the way it is, because I mean, who wants to move around anyway? Like,
right.
I think in my education class, eventually we'll be moving around to different seats. Like, we have name tags that we created in the class, and I think they're just going to be, like, putting them random places, and I thought they were going to do that today, but they didn't, so I don't know how that's going to work.
That's stressful, too.
But I think that class might be the weirdest for me, vision-wise, because, like, it's kind of visual, and I haven't really gotten a chance to talk to my professors, and I feel like they might treat me differently, but it's okay.
Dang.
I will get through it, because they're really nice, they're really chill, so I think it'll be okay.
I don't know. I'm pretty excited about this semester. I think it'll go pretty well, but classes aren't the only places where we have to get accommodations, because we both have jobs now.
Yay, because we need to make money.
Yeah.
This is the first job I've had that hasn't had anything to do with a pool. pool or blind people. So it's a new experience.
So where are you working? What are you doing?
I'm working in the student union in building operations. So I'm setting up conference rooms and ballrooms, and this morning I was vacuuming rooms. So that's basically my duties.
Ooh, sign me out. I'd hate vacuuming.
Honestly, I haven't had to do anything like accessibility wise besides my dang HR paperwork. That was not accessible at all. It was a whole thing. It was horrible. But we worked through it and it was fine.
Me too, girlfriend. It was awful.
But I think for me, it's mostly like manual labor. So, like,
Well,
I can do that. That has nothing to do with my vision.
Wait, do you wear your uniform to class? Because you go straight from...
No, I change.
I just thought about that. I was like...
I have 30 minutes, so I always bring an extra shirt.
That'd be funny.
No, I walk in, hey guys, representing the student union in the education building.
I don't have a uniform, which is great, but I'm encouraged to wear K-State apparel.
Okay, and you shouldn't have any issues with that, because you have like 1,000,005 K-State shirts.
I had a crisis, though, the other day, because I was looking at my shirts, and I was like, oh my gosh, where are my purple shirts? But it was also like I needed to do laundry, so...
All your purple shirts went to my closet.
No, that's
gave
facts.
Them all to me.
That's facts. I'll just have to steal more from my brothers.
Hey, that's okay. Or you could also steal some of my shirts.
Yeah, that are actually my shirts.
Yeah.
But you need the K-State too. You need
We can
the
trade
apparel.
clothes. That's what roommates are for. It's like having a sister, but not.
Yeah. I will gladly steal your clothes. I love stealing people's clothes.
I know.
Yes, you have that experience of that side of me.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't remember if it was because it was laundry day or because I didn't bring enough shirts or what. But I was like, where are all my purple shirts? And so yeah. But it's okay. I have plenty of K-State apparel. Like right now I'm wearing a St. Izzy's shirt, which I don't know if that's technically K-State, but...
Yeah, it's on campus. It's like a student center. Well, like it's right off campus, but it's a student center and K-State people go to it.
Yeah, and it's purple and gray, so those are our colors.
I'm wearing a yellow flannel and a gray tank top.
That is not K-State-y.
No, I just like yellow. It's very bright and fun.
Yes, I know. Mary loves yellow.
Oh, yes.
It's her favorite.
If anybody knows me at all, they know how much I love yellow.
Which, I mean, it's a good color, so...
It's bright and fun, and it's easy to see.
Yeah. I love purple, though.
Purple is nice.
They're opposite sides of the color wheel.
I like both of them, and they go well together. Like,
Yes.
they match well.
Which is good. I guess that means that our friendship is good. Because our colors match. Our colors go together.
Yes.
Our favorite colors go together. There's a good gauge on friendships.
Yes, if your favorite colors go together, then you're destined to be friends forever.
Yes, we are very wise. Take our word for it. But yeah, I work at a convenience store in the Kramer complex called Quick Cats. And basically what I do is like run the store for like a couple hours at a time. Basically,
is it just you in the store?
Yeah.
That's
well,
scary.
not right now because I'm being trained, but eventually, yes, it'll just be me in the store. But it's a little, convenient store, and it's not like super busy right now because classes are just starting and people are busy. But I'm hoping more people will come, but not too many people because that would stress me out.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now I'm getting trained. I had my first shift on Tuesday, and so far I have been able to like advocate for myself and get what I need. Like there's some sheets I have to fill out when I go to work, like checklists, and so I'm like, hey, I'm visually impaired, can I get these electronically? And they were like, yeah, sure. And the cash register is like, I feel like as long as I know where all the buttons are, it'll be okay. But if not, it's an okay size print. It's like not large print really, but it's not super tiny either. So I think it'll be fine. I just hope people don't judge me for like bending over the screen. But, you know, who cares what they think?
Those Karens are gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, and then I'll like bark at them or something. I don't know. But it'll be great. I'm excited. What else?
I don't have anything else.
I guess that's it for this week. Unless you have any other accommodations tips for anybody.
Get your accommodations. They're important.
Yes, they are.
They lead to academic success.
Yay! We love that.
Yes.
Well, that's all we have for you this week. Except, I have one more thing to mention.
Oh boy. What do you have?
Yesterday was my Mimi's birthday, so I wanted to give her a birthday shout out. Happy birthday, Mimi! All y'all should go tell her happy birthday. August 28th was her birthday, so happy late birthday, I guess.
August 20th is today.
Yeah, but when this is released...
Oh, shoot. Never
Brother.
mind.
Get with it.
Sorry.
Well, you can follow us on Instagram at The Unseen Perspective 2024. And if you have any feedback for us, or episode ideas, or questions, you can email us at theunseenperspective2024@gmail.com. And you can follow us or subscribe to our channel on Spotify and YouTube. And we would appreciate that. And also, thank you for tuning in. We hope you'll tune in next time. But until then, we hope you have a great Labor Day weekend. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.